Hi guys, let's talk briefly about Udemy courses which you can find on Udemy platform obviously, as I think it will be a source of knowledge for the most of you, and you recently asked about it. So before we will go into details for some selected courses and I will tell you my opinion about them, let's start with one simple observation. Um, you need to remember that, of course, course and specific training is very good, and it can be very helpful for you to show that you, for example, you are goal oriented and you want to know more and you want to learn something about, for example, a specific domain or overall domains. But please take into consideration that it's very hard to assess is this course really something which is well known and also a good quality, especially in your work into multinational global environment where people do not know everything, right? And the second thing is that there are certifications which are well known, branded, and they have some kind of score on credibility behind them. And before I will go into specific certifications, obviously, let's talk about just courses from Udemy as the first step really of getting into security. So if you will type down security into search, you will find a lot of courses. Also, you will find a lot of useful terms which people are also using to find some courses, and you can also already find that some of them are very popular. Here, for example, you can see that there are courses which are enabling you to then pass specific exams, and I think it's a good choice, definitely. Right now, buying a book and going through that can be a little bit problem, and maybe this kind of like knowledge gathering and watching videos and making some notes will be more helpful than actually reading. But if we will just type down security, we will start with courses how to become hacker. And as you can see, these courses are pretty long. They are like, oh my god, 12 hours, a lot of lectures. Of course, it's a very good investment, but I think becoming a hacker or going into penetration testing, oh, as you can see, these courses are very, very popular, very often with a big percentage drop. For example, this amount in Polish zloty is like 10 euros or 10 USD dollars. So, well, I think it's a lot of knowledge for such a small price. But please remember, it's 12 hours. You need to really dedicate yourself to cover that. And what actually they will show you? Mm, they will show you. Okay, let's find it. For example, okay, theory and practical. There will be some theory on security, and in the middle you will be okay knowing more about Windows security, and then you will end up with some sandboxes and application isolation and virtual machines. Okay, really hard for me to assess this course. Definitely a very well. I think price is something which attracts people the most. I think before going into this course or maybe more expensive one, you should read a lot comments, because people will tell you the best was it good for them or no. But let's assume you will not go into any of this course how to become a hacker. You can find also for 4 hours 4 hours course about absolute beginner's guide. Also, I think it's a good choice for this money. Obviously, I would not spend more for that, because sometimes going through multiple companies and learning a lot can be really long. Maybe this kind of wrap up is something which is much better. You don't have to know everything about all domains to become effective information security specialist. And in this course, you can understand basics of firewalls, biometrics, honeypots, this kind of stuff. But please remember, okay, you can also read about specific case scenarios, but please remember that it's not the course, it's not a course or any kind of material that will prepare you for any certification, right? It just to like be not completely green when you go for your first job in this field, really. Then you have security awareness trainings, also 2 hours. Then you have also fundamentals for 10 hours. As you can see, the most popular courses are very fundamentals. They are not going much into details. Okay, now you have something about ICO framework, which is a security standard which companies are trying to achieve. And it's only 1 hour long, so it's pretty weird for me because I took 2 days class in as a lead implementer, potential lead implementer. But maybe for this price is something which is really good to follow. Okay, you've got about what kind of policies you have to write in company. You've got materials on no, well, more policies basically, and also you've got 6 minutes about COVID response. Well, I'm really curious how they talk about IT infrastructure in 40 seconds, but well, I think price is a good magnet. Then, if you will go down again, you've got hacking, security awareness, and finally, you've got something which is even called ethical hacking course. Maybe it prepares you to this exam. And okay, web application coding, and finally, you've got something about special products. So AWS, well, 25 total hours. Still, I don't know how sufficient it is. But if you would like to go, let's say, into information security, so narrow down your scope, what actually you will find? Well, again, fundamentals, ICO 27,000, fundamentals. This kind of boot camps, if it's $10, it's, as I said, good to not be completely green. I think watching 2 or 3 of them will be a very good investment. Also, it will help you to wrap up your knowledge, or maybe fill some gaps if you have any. Well, definitely have $10 course to become certified information security manager with 21 hours. It's something which catches my eye. I achieved that. I passed the exam with, well, definitely I will not say that it costed me $10. I'm not saying, of course, about materials, but I'm talking about my time investment and preparation from multiple sources. And well, I'm really curious how this course is actually good, because it looks like a really cheap for this kind of knowledge. Yeah, okay. So as I said, we will not go into specific certifications like Security Plus, preparation tools, or certified information security professional. Okay, yeah, Tor teaches. I can recommend Tor teaches. Tor is pretty good in preparing some materials, but sometimes they are a little bit off already from real ones. But I think he's like a good benchmark for this kind of materials. But as I said, these are like courses which prepare you to get specific certifications, to pass specific exams. They have numbers. You can track them. You can check is it really. You can even find, as you can see, potential questions. In most cases they are like very similar. So Udemy definitely a good start. Books are not needed, but please remember that you should go via recommendations, stars, quality, and also you need to remember that even if you will take, for example, if you will buy 7 hours course, it's not like that you will watch all of it. Maybe you get bored in the middle because accent of someone who's providing you this kind of knowledge is annoying you. Really, it happens. For example, I remember when I was watching a lot of videos, I really got bored because some of explanations and accent and specific intonation. Maybe you already are fed up with me. So, guys, Udemy, go look. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Have a nice day, then bye.